Wow, what a way to bury the jinx of Tuesday nights at home, you know. And like I say, it's it's just a proud moment of all the boys because they have dug deep tonight. We've lost so many players in the game, you know. We had so much adversity during the game, and we're at our best when we're against it. Just you know, speechless at some of the stuff. You know, the silence in the stadium just before Paul Hayes' penalty is something I've never heard at Wycombe Wanderers before, you know, and that was an eerie moment. So to have his nerve, and as a captain would do, stepped up and slotted that on for the points is fantastic. But you know, to a man, everyone tonight was fantastic, really were. I think on chances we probably deserved the win. On possession, maybe not, but football, you know, and the stat that I'm bothered about is the 2-1, and when you get to this stage of the season, you know, you're losing players left, right and centre. The only stat that matters is the goals, and really pleased tonight. But they're a good side, Exeter, so I'm not taking anything away from them. They will. I think they'll finish in the playoffs. I think they'll turn teams over to get in the playoffs. So this is a big result for us.
And what were your emotions when Paul Hayes was about to step up?
Do you know, I'd been up and down like you wouldn't believe. Matt Ingram's save, Sam Saunders going through one-on-one, then holding a frame, and Fred going through. It was like a basketball game at the end there, you know, and 10 men with Nico having difficulty breathing towards the end there, and so I've forgotten what I was feeling when we got that penalty. I remember Aaron Pierre chasing it down like we don't know when we're beat. We don't, and that's what I've got here for these boys. And so when that ball's bouncing around in the box, your big centre half is just doing his best to keep it alive, and he gets a break. And you know, it's nothing more than we deserved. Although it's a cruel one for Exeter. So you know, we've been on the end of those, and you know, I respect them, but it's a fantastic result, especially with everyone else winning below us.
And do you think that sort of moment could be a defining moment in terms of giving you that momentum to go on?
It's not going to be the defining moment. You know, the defining moment is when it happens. If it happens, and I'm hoping with everything I've got that it happens, because I think that what we've been through this season and what we went through last season, you know, to do what we've done so far, I think it's been amazing, and I'm really proud of the players. You know, it's them that have done it, and like I say, they've got the spirit that never say die. Got some tired legs in there, and we'll have to get them refreshed for Saturday because we've got a big game at AFC now.
And how are the players that had to come off? Obviously, Aaron and Matt.
Yeah, again, we'll have to assess. It seemed like everything was going against us first half, you know, and as well with Alfie Mawson, Nico Yanaris. There's lads out there that are strapped together and held together by bandages at the end, and so it was really important that, you know, we dug deep and found the win today. And like I said, really pleased. Medical team have got a bit of a job on that, but we'll pick the best team we can for Saturday, and hopefully we can go to AFC strong and get the points again.
Superb start, Gareth. I mean, that goal by Sam Saunders wouldn't be out of place, I would say, at a championship.
Yeah, and how long ago does that feel? It feels like it was another game, you know. Yeah. It was so long ago, but what a move, and that's what he gives you, Sam Saunders. He's created himself 2 or 3 great opportunities today. He's a great player to have in the squad, and he finished with some, you know, real finesse there. But he's got that in the bag, and we know Sam Saunders. We were pleased we could bring him here, and you know, he'd be disappointed with the one he missed at the end there. But like I say, Hazy stepped up and got everyone the 3 points. But they all work really hard. Stevie Craig, Sam Woods in out positions, and you know, it's adversity it seems to not hurt us at all. We seem to just bounce back and go, right, we'll run through this wall as well.
This is a serious question. How close are you to being on the subs bench on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm very close. You know, looking at the squad now, and you'd say, you know, I've got every chance of being on the subs bench, even though I don't want to be. We'll do our best to get the players back that are injured, but you know, losing JJ on Saturday and then losing potentially 4 players tonight could hurt. We'll see where we are Saturday morning and go from there, and I'll give him every possible chance to get back before the old man gets his boots out.
Gaz, that was the latest goal scored in the whole Football League this season. Do you think that sort of typifies what's different between this season and last season?
Well, just playing we don't know when we'll beat, you know, and like I say, things went for us this season, things didn't go for us last season. But I think harder you work, the more breaks you get, and this group works hard. You know, they work hard in everything. We changed our preparation up today. We got them in early at the training ground. We did a little bit of a training session, and I just tried to just change the mood around the place just for a Tuesday night game, because we haven't done well in midweeks, and I didn't quite think it'd go the way it did right at the end there, but the jinx has been put to bed now. That was not nice, you know, having that. But the fans were brilliant again. We had 10 men at the end there for 5 minutes when Nick had to go off, and they were the 11th man. They came forward for me, and that's brilliant. Really pleased with everything, with everybody tonight. But we haven't done anything yet. We've got 80 points. Many years that would be enough now, but not this year. We're going to need more, and we'll be going for more on Saturday.
How many do you think you need realistically?
Not going to answer that question.
And despite having 10 men at the end, there was often 3-4 players left up in the last 12 minutes in the end. Was that a deliberate ploy on
Yeah, that's the way we play. You know, we said, if people go back to our statement when we got beat against Plymouth and Newport, we said, right, the new target is promotion, but we're going to take some risks in going for promotion. And at times Exeter were attacking with 7 and we were leaving 3 up, because I know that we can get that ball forward to our strikers early with 3 on 3. Is it worth them taking the risk, or is it worth me taking the risk? And it's great, and that's football sometimes, you know, and you've got to suss out situations, and hopefully your players on the pitch can also work things out. That's why I sign characters and tactically aware people. But it's a ploy we use, and thankfully it worked. You know, I thought the 3 up front did create many opportunities for themselves, and we break well on the counter-attack, really well. So it's something we work on. It doesn't always work, but did okay tonight for us.